Hotel brothers and sisters, Black Power is always giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers, my father, my in-laws, my subscribers, my viewers, my street law soldiers, and all the brothers and sisters, as well as my family who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of our black nation. Today I want to bring something to your attention you may not even be aware of. This is concerning a travesty that happened about a little over 10 years ago with a young man who was the vice president of Def Jam Records and Def Jam period, Shakir Stewart. You know, a lot of you brothers and sisters may not be familiar with this brother, but he was a powerful influence in the hip hop community, as well as a force to be reckoned with in terms of the industry, the music industry, so to speak. Now, his death was ruled a suicide, which happened on November 2008, I believe November the 1st. Brother was 34 years old. And which there's no such thing as a suicide when someone is well off financially, when someone is married and having marital problems, based on the fact that his wife stated that he was having some severe depression, in which she never sought out to get help for the brother or reached out to any of his colleagues. And so that brings suspicion within itself. And we must look at these things and not let, you know, our heroes and our iconic figures and brothers who have made contributions to clean up hip hop in the music world. And he was one of those brothers. And as you know, anytime that, you know, L.A. Reid and Babyface, now we need not to even discuss, you know, everything they touch, they rob. And everything that they can't suck on, they kill. Or have them ousted or blackballed in the industry. You know, L.A. Reid and Babyface is no secret about them being, you know, bunk buddies and butt pirates and you know, and you know, pickle crunchers. You know, there's no secret about those fags. And anybody and any sister that signs with them, they literally financially rape them. You can ask Toni Braxton that. But Shakir Stewart, who was a major figure as Def Jam's vice president. Now, you know, the president is that cracker, Lyle Cohen. I call him Lion Cohen. You know, because he's supposed to be a so-called white imposter Jew. And all the white so-called Jews are nothing but bloodsuckers and lies. And Lyle Cohen, who is the president of Def Jam, and it was said that Shakir Stewart was on his way up to become president of Def Jam, because Lyle Cohen has no experience of the black community. He has no black experience. You know, but you got niggas like Jay-Z and all these other motherfucking punks who will put these crackers on pedestals to make them appear that they have some type of knowledge or experience in the black community. You have no experience. And just like Dr. Baruch said in the interview I conducted with him a couple of days ago, that's the hardest job in the world The most difficult job and occupation on the planet is being a heterosexual black male, a strong black man. Considering what a black man has to go through on a daily and consistent basis. And there's no way you can get me to accept that this brother, 34 years old, committed suicide. Same as Don Cornelius. These self-inflicting wounds all of a sudden come when these brothers refuse to buckle down, and get on their knees and get bumped out physically, sexually, financially, moral by these goddamn devils with the help of niggas. Always remember, whenever you see a powerful black person that has met an early demise, no matter how, it's always a nigga somewhere around. You can smell a nigga that assists the devil into taking our brothers and sisters out of here early. And of course, one of the things that stuck out was at the Georgia Music Hall of Fame. And L.A. Reid, these fags, how they fag these boys out. These young brothers, Mario, Usher, these brothers have been tore to pieces, not just sexually, intellectually, morally. They can't make any noise at the parties. They have to accept, being slaves because these motherfucking punks have so much hanging over their heads in terms of being videotaped with other men and the likes. You know what I'm talking about. And so, Shakir was sick of that. He wanted to clean Def Jam up. Russell Simmons, who was leading the charge, on the LGBT fag brigade, as far as Def Jam records were concerned. Rick Rubin, all those guys, put our young brothers through these sexual rituals in order to get record deals. And what has to happen is that the brothers that are in there, because I don't even know any strong brothers that are in the industry. It's not too many of them. Maybe a good handful. But see, this is the reason why brothers like you and I will never get a chance to infiltrate the industry as far as helping these brothers stand on their feet, protecting them from these rituals, helping them not to sign their lives over in blood in terms of these contractual agreements, how they have to sit it out longer until they have earned the respect of these motherfucking devils and stop bending over for toys. And so, at the Georgia Music Hall of Fame, where Shakir Stewart was receiving an award, his parents were there, as well as his wife, Michelle, and his children. However, you see they are separated by request. And the microphones were left on after the award was given and they walked off the stage. The microphones was left on so the whole place could hear Shakir's mother and father telling his ex-wife to get the fuck away from them. Get the fuck away from me. Because why would they say that? Unless they know it's foul play involved. And if you sit there and actually believe that this brother committed suicide, you know, you have a serious goddamn problem. You know, and Shakir Stewart's mother snapped on his ex-wife because if you look at it, you can tell she was in it to win it. And see, and for a lot of you brothers that go around when you get money, even some of these sisters who are just, have their plastic helmet on with the light and shovel because they gold digging, looking for Mr. Goodbar. And then when they get what they want, they go ahead and be with the nigga that they want to be with. And that's the fault of our brothers for having these bad selection in women, judging them by their shape and their face. Belle Biv DeVos, the girl is poison. Never trust a big butt and a smile. And I find that to be so true. Not with all you sisters. There's a lot of you good queens out there. A lot of you good queens. A lot of you good queens that are looking for a decent brother. But you have some that exercise, they're in the gym all day, they run 4 or 5 miles to keep their body in shape, and they use their body as a weapon, as a tool to get paid. And it's sad. It's sad. Our sisters compared to what the sisters were like yesterday compared to today, it's a hell of a fall from grace. And some work has to be done. But my heart goes out. And let's not forget this brother who was trying to make some changes within the industry on a heterosexual level, who refused to buck and get on his knees and let these faggots bump him out, to move up the ladder. He done the things that he needed to do in terms of getting the right paperwork, in terms of these European education, to get in position. So we must give him credit. And so may the brother rest in power. May the Creator protect his parents. May the Creator look over his children. And that someday the entire truth will come to the forefront. So we can be better off, so the brother can go ahead and rest in peace, and his parents can get some closure to the situation. Hotep, Black Power. Also, I want to send my energy, as well as the street law soldiers send their energy out to the 8 brothers and sisters that perished in the cold weather a couple of nights ago. It's a shame that our brothers and sisters, 4 in D.C., 4 in Baltimore, froze to death. And it pisses me off. Whether they were homeless, that none of that shit matters. That was somebody's parents, that was somebody's child that laid out there and was frozen stiff based on the fact that the black community is in dire straits. That we have become so selfish that we won't allow or assist our brothers and sisters based on the clothes they have on, based on whether they're begging for change. You niggas better stop looking down on them motherfuckers, because you never know how your end is going to be. You never know. This government shutdown has really humbled a lot of motherfucking niggas. And see, the reason why they don't care nothing about the shutdown, and I'm just going to speak on this for a hot minute, is because They know that the black man and woman that works in the government is only a paycheck or two away from poverty, away from homelessness. And that's based on the fact that, our people, unfortunately, try to keep up with the Joneses and try to bite off more than they can chew and never put anything to the side. No nest eggs or nothing, because not all of you, but some of you niggas like to showboat, and flaws and brag on your position that you got on the plantation. And now that the plantation is closed, Master said, you have to, pick this cotton for free now. And now you coming up short. You really, it's a humbling experience for a lot of you. But at the same time, it needs to be known that the black community needs to stand up, because the black community, the brothers and sisters are the only ones that are really affected by this. Crackers have nest eggs, CDs, stocks, bonds, and these sellout niggas. They have that. So it doesn't bother them how long they sit it out. But for the everyday hustle and bustle, grinding brother and sister, this is a heavy weight and a heavy burden on the shoulders of our brothers and sisters, and it affects not only them but the black family. So, but at the same time, let's send our energy to those brothers and sisters who froze to death, died a horrible death on the sidewalks of D.C. and Baltimore, Maryland. Because that should never have happened. And one other thing I wanted to mention about Shakir Stewart, who's responsible for the careers of signing Rick Ross, Jeezy, and several others. Meek Mill, and a lot of other brothers who got in the game. So we want to give him credit for that also. That's why it's so many hands and suspects surrounding this brother's death that we asked the ancestors to, bring the truth to the forefront. Now, I want to talk about what happened recently with the little breakup of Birdman and Toni Braxton. They never should have hooked up, but this says a lot about Toni Braxton. This tells a lot about Toni Braxton and her family to link up with someone like Birdman. And the reason why the breakup was due to Toni Braxton walking in on Birdman and Dwight Howard engaging in sex. And that's not hard to believe, and y'all know that. So this is what Toni Braxton stated. Not knowing that she's not fucking with Babyface in LA, them two soft buttercream motherfucking niggas. She fucking, with these homo thugs, that, even though they're homos, they still have the ability, and Birdman's money is long enough to have Toni Braxton's ass missing. But this was the reason, I guess, the straw that broke the nigga's back. The straw that broke the nigga's ass is when she walked in on Dwight Howard and Bird. And see, Toni Braxton called herself getting all fucking thugged out. She wanted to be thugged out. The motherfucking ghetto chick and all this old shit. And You don't know what the fuck you was playing with. And all you wanted, call yourself, you was just gonna think you was gonna fuck him to death and get what you want like you did the rest of them niggas. That's why, the brother Curry Lewis, who's suspect as well, your first husband, you can play them games with some people, but you was playing with fire fucking with this boy. And you was willing to do anything. Show your ass. All he did was slut you out. And it's no such thing as slutting you out. You're just a slut being exposed. Because Toni Braxton is a little hoe. She showed that and proved that she's a hoe. You sitting there. Now, how could that work? You got an autistic child in there, in the house with Birdman. He got 100 niggas in the house. They smoking, drinking, popping bottles. They got women everywhere walking around naked. You got the autistic child exposed to that shit. That shows how selfish and how much of a hoe you are. And you was in public at the awards show. All he was doing was pimping you. For what? So you can get some clothes again. So you can go on these shopping sprees. Because you are addicted to materialism. And not just you. All your sisters. All of them are like that. All of them are like that. All of them are go-getters. All of them are game chasers. All of them are hoes, sluts. They'll do anything to get on. And then once they got that reality show, Tamar went buck wild, just like the rest of them, even their mother. And you're nothing but the black Kardashians. That's all you Braxtons are, the black Kardashians. With the mother being the madam, teaching her daughters how to suck dick and be hoes. I can expect that from these motherfucking snow bunnies, these cave bitches. But I question Birdman. Toni Braxton, I hope that you haven't contracted anything. I hope that you are healthy, getting away from him, if you are getting away from him. You was messing with somebody, you was sucking on a shitty dick. Now, how could you even have fucked with the dude? All the brothers that's out there, decent brothers, how did you ended up fucking with this dude? Here he is getting in the shower, with this boy, and signing rappers like, Young Thug who wear dresses, him and Wayne, kissing and all this shit. And he told you on live television on BET that Wayne was the only one he kissed. And how could you put yourself in that position? But you expect for the public to look at you as the good girl that you started out to be. The preacher's daughter. This is the type of shit that goes on in Birdman's house every day. Every day. And you got your autistic child around there, weed everywhere, guns everywhere, cocaine, syrup, codeine, mollies, all that shit everywhere, and you taking them to, you was getting down with them. you know, my prayers go out to that boy, to her son. And you know, and motherfuck the rest of them. Motherfuck the rest of them. Straight like that. You know. And, you know, shit like that, brothers and sisters, I do not like to see. When it comes to these children, you know, that's, you know, all bets are off. You know, I'll be back with you. I'll be back shortly with another video. I'm going to be dealing with, you know, the richest, wealthiest house Negroes, and I'm going to do something on the history of comedy, black comedy. So, you know, stay tuned, brothers and sisters. I'll be getting back with you all in a hot minute. And so in the meantime, brothers and sisters, Hotep, Black Power.